What up, YouTube? Here's an update. What I've got done since the last video was I ran all my hoses. I'll show you guys here as I go. This is the power steering hose. So I bent my own. No, I didn't. My fault. I bought this one. This is the stock hose here. So what I did was on this one, I bought a new stock hose because the other one was kind of raggedy. What it does, it has the power steering cooler. So I took that, I took that feature out of there. It was a cooler on the back of the stock radiator. And I just connected the back in here to the reservoir. So now it just goes from reservoir right back to here instead of in there, out, and then back in there. So I just connected those two, worked out perfect. I don't know if you guys can see down there, maybe over here, I made my hard lines for the trans cooler, double flared those, goes right into there from the transmission, and I used some compression fittings on those stock lines, and all I did was just cut them and made them fit with these hoses I bent. Then I used, as you can see is leaking, I used this the stock radiator hose on the bottom and the top actually fit. You just cut them both and they fit right up in there, man. Goes right to it. So got my fan in there. And what else here? So I installed everything inside, all my cables and everything, and brake booster, and got everything plugged in to the firewall, computer, everything, brake booster, and then the throttle, the pedal control, everything through there through the firewall. Show you that, guys. Show you guys that. This is a mess, so, but everything's in there. So then wiring. This is my dilemma now, and this is what I've been working on for a couple of days here. What I got is I got power to everything. I've got power to the dash, and maybe some of you guys can help me out with this. I got power to the dash. The car turns over. I moved everything over from the other car like I said I was going to. I don't get like a security warning on the dash, so I'm not assuming that any of the security is locked up in there because I've used everything out of the old car. What else? I actually found the wires for the fuel inertial shutoff switch, twisted those together, and I can get it to turn over, man. It turns over like a champ. I've got fuel. That's another thing that I did, and I'll show you guys. I'll show you right now. Ran all my fuel lines here, and I ended up using all this braided hose and these compression fittings here, and got rid of the hard lines because the hard lines wouldn't fit like a certain size. I couldn't find all this shit, so I redid all these. Got that. I got my own fuel pump up underneath. It comes back. You won't be able to see it under there. Fuel pump comes back. The lines come up, goes to a fuel filter right here, and then there's the fuel cell. And I actually power it. I got it direct on 12 volt for now, and I just when I'm trying to turn the car over, I just put it on power direct and let it run, and it runs up there, man, and it comes out fucking beautiful. And so what I did was just put all the wiring in just all over the place and plugged it in where it would sit in the stock car. And I've been trying to get it to run, man, and I've hooked up everything, just grounded shit here and there wherever I could. And like I said, it turns over. I'm not getting like a security code or anything like that. It just won't. I just can't get it to start, man. I've even got spark. I'll show you guys right now what I got here, and I've got this. I don't know if we'll be able to see it from inside the truck or not, but I've got this spark plug tester on here, light, and you can see it light up when you turn the ignition. Checked all my fuses, all my relays. I mean, I've done everything, man. I've been out here for like 2 days, and this is my sticking point. And don't mind this; it's just a mess. And then what I'm gonna do is, when I get it running, I'm gonna start stripping stuff and see what keeps it still running, and just strip that stuff off the harness. So I'm gonna go check this out. So I got full power, everything, and I don't know if you guys can see that test light or not down there. When I start it, probably can't see it. But I've got power to everything. It'll turn. It just won't start. So if anybody's got any knowledge of that, my next step, I think, is and I've talked to a couple people, is to get the computer flashed, which I'm trying to avoid that because, you know, they want, one company wants like $400 to send me a reader that I stick in there, and it reprograms everything for me. And I called a couple dyno shops here in town, but of course it's a holiday weekend, so they're not open. And well, one of them wanted me to bring the car down, which, you know, is an impossibility at this point, but we'll see. I'm gonna go from here. I keep tinkering with it. I got all the schematics for wiring, and maybe I still am not avoiding that fuel inertia shutoff switch or something. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. If you guys got any you know, advice or help or anything like that on the cheaper route, let me know. But other than that, I know I've got spark, I've got fuel, I've got air, so it's got to be something in that safety, in the safety feature, like not allowing the fuel to go into the injectors or something. So I don't know. I'm just gonna keep messing with it, and hopefully one of these tuner places calls me back here in my town in Louisville, and maybe I can just get the computer flashed on a cheap over here. We'll see. But that so that's the progress, man. And I got it, you know, I got fluids in it, oil in it. Come to find out, this is a sealed transmission system, so you gotta like fill it from underneath and in the back. So I haven't done that yet. It's a pain in the fucking asshole, but it is what it is. But overall, I'm real happy, man. I mean, I did what I said I was gonna do. I transplanted this motor. I transplanted everything. I mean, you guys that have followed my videos from day one, you know, it's been about a year now, and I'm pretty happy that I'm even at this point, man. I mean, if I can get it running, it'll literally be running, and all I have to do is run my brake lines. And like I told you guys before, I left my, I don't know if we can even see it in there. Probably not without a flashlight. Back here, we can probably see it. I left all the stock fittings, if you can see here, for the brake lines. So really all I got to do is run my line, double flare it, tap it right into there, boom, and it goes right to the stock stuff. And I've replaced all that stock stuff. It's all brand new too. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that I'm even to this point, man. I've got fuel in it. I've got everything rolling, man. So if I can just conquer this little problem I've been working on for a couple days, I'll be there, and this thing will be on the road finally. We'll see what's up with that. But yeah, it's a long way coming, man, and I'm getting there. So if anybody's got any advice, I'd appreciate it on getting that 4.6 liter motor to run. And that's about it. Thanks you guys for watching.